Hello, everybody out there in YouTube. We are the middle-aged guys, and we are going to talk about the fact that the mouse has strong-armed a large portion of a fox's assets. Well, not really strong-armed. No, Disney went out of their way, and they built it. They went in and they bought a huge portion of 20th Century Fox to the tune of $52.4 billion, with a B, dollars. I'm the Reverend.
The theme here.
And I'm Gray Mouse 1.
Okay, forgive us for jumping in late with this particular video. In fact, we actually recorded one when the news came out that they were talking about that talks had reopened between Disney and Fox again. We weren't exactly timely enough to be able to get that out before the deal actually hit the ground and was finalized. I think I'm still going to go ahead and might publish that one out just for shits and giggles, for people just if they want to go ahead and look at it. But that's up to you guys if you guys want to do that. But Disney bought basically the grand majority of Fox, including their whole back library of movies and TV shows. The only things that they pretty much left Fox was, let's see here, Fox Sports, Fox News, and I believe another little portion that isn't here on the article that I'm looking at right now. But yeah, they made it official. So the only thing that could stop them right now is some sort of injunction by either the FCC, FTC, the Justice Department, or any of the other ABC, alphabet soup antitrust regulation organizations that could possibly block this. But if you're somebody who is very excited about the fact that a lot of Marvel brethren are going to be coming back home, then yeah, this is probably a good thing. What are you guys' thoughts on it?
I hope that this doesn't get the axe. I hope that doesn't get stopped because, as you just alluded to, this could lead up to great, great things, especially in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, come on. Everyone is a big fan of what's going on right now with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This will only add tenfold to it. I mean, come on. I'm excited about the possibilities, making a good Fantastic Four. Yay. But Gray Mouse, what are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts are much in the same as you guys. I'm excited that Fantastic Four, Deadpool, and Xmen is finally coming home back to their brethren. And if you're like we are fans of the cinematic universe, only good things could happen.
Yep.
I think it's kind of funny how, like, the X-Men cartoon was already being shown on the Disney Channel anyway.
You talk about the 90s cartoon?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's once a show goes into syndication, it can be distributed out to any of the other channels. That's how that goes. Once a show hits, a TV show hits,
but then
100 episodes.
But then again, Batman the animated series was on the Disney Channel as well.
Yeah, after something has become syndicated, and it's no longer in active rotation, it can start showing out in like other channels. Okay, or at least previous episodes can start showing out in other channels. And it's like really funny how like some of the previous Walking Dead episodes are showing up like on Channel 13 here in LA late night, but it's still going on USA Network. But yeah, they just can't show like the latest season. This particular one is actually the second biggest showbiz merger or purchase that was made. The biggest one was actually the AOL Time Warner merger, which was done back in 2001. That was to the tune of $103.5 billion. All right, and that was mostly time, that was mostly because AOL at the time was basically the biggest presence in internet providers. So yeah, they really want to go ahead and get all of that going. But this, $52.4 billion. When I read that when I was at work on the 14th on Thursday, my heart stopped for a second. I was like, wow, I would just, give me like 100th of that, 1,000th of that. Okay. That'll
Please.
take care of like my finances for life, my finances for my family. And I think a majority of the families in my, for majority of my extended family and even some of my close personal friends, probably take care of their finances for the rest of their life at that rate. But, this will allow Disney. Not only does it allow them, access to all of the Fox movies, the classic ones like what was it, the original Star Wars. You have other things like let's see here, Avatar is part of them now. Predator and Alien is part of them now. A crap load of science fiction movies. That brings up a really odd point and an off question, since all of the xenomorphs are born of an alien queen. Does that make them all Disney princesses now?
No.
That's another question for some time later. All right.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So there's that. We have the Simpsons again, and then there's the Marvel licenses. Those IPs go back to Disney, which now owns Marvel, which includes Deadpool, Fantastic Four, X-Men, all of the mutants and all of the cosmic entities and aliens that are attached with Fantastic Four and everything else. Because when they got Fantastic Four, they got the rights to Galactus, the Skrulls, Silver Surfer, all of the Heralds of Galactus, and a whole bunch of other parts like that. So
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom and a whole bunch of folks like that. This is really a huge undertaking. Go ahead, Theme.
Number one, wow, now Disney owns the Revenge of the Nerds. Number two, we're a step closer to Disney versus Capcom.
Yeah.
And that's what it would be called, too.
Yep. Yeah.
It can't be Marvel vs. Capcom no more.
No. Wait. Not just Marvel, but Disney will jump into it too.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be interesting.
Especially if you're a nerd like we are.
Yeah.
This is fantastic news.
Yeah. Well, here's a
that's a 4, but
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Let's see here. There's the big reason. One of the things, aside from the obvious Marvel tie-ins and IPs that they're going to have access to, one of the things, a big question a lot of people have been asking is like, so why the whole back library of Fox, especially at $52 billion? Here's the thing. 21st Century Fox as an entity for everything at the time the purchase was made was valued at around $52 billion. All right. So if Disney wanted to go ahead and buy the whole company, all right, and get a hold of everything, they could have gotten a hold of everything. All right. Disney at the time of the purchase, I believe, was valued at something around $96.3 billion as far as the company goes. So people are saying, so why would Disney go out of their way and spend, half of its net worth or half of its total worth and everything to get all of this stuff? Well, one of the things that has definitely come to light over the last few weeks or last few days is the fact that Disney, they announced that they're bringing their own streaming service to the masses, all right, in 2019. And when you go ahead and you're doing something like that, you can do what Amazon and Netflix are doing, which is spend millions per episode for brand new content to be made as quickly as possible to fill up the your coffers and your inventory, or you could just go ahead and fill it with stuff that's already existing. Okay, this is one thing that will help Disney go ahead and fill their net streaming service with a whole bunch of content, that reaches back almost a full 100 years. Okay, that they'll have readily on tap for their net streaming service. Not only that, but Fox was actually a 1/3 owner of Hulu. So I don't think Disney is going to sit there and transform Hulu into something else. But what they are going to do is that they're probably going to go ahead and leverage the engineers at Hulu and ask them, so we see that you have an established streaming service. How did you make it work? How can we make ours work? And that's probably what they're going to do before they relinquish any interest in it. To the other, I believe, owners of Hulu, which is Time Warner, and there's another communication company that I think owns like another third of Hulu. But before they relinquish their ownership part of it, I think this is a good move as far as what's going on. As a geek, I'm excited for all of the possible things that can come from it. I don't know if it's exactly a good thing for new content creators or new creative folks who are trying to break into entertainment media, because now instead of having, let's see here, instead of having Sony, Warner Brothers, what is it, Paramount Studios,
Universal.
Fox, Universal, and then Disney to go ahead and shop their movie ideas or their entertainment ideas out to, they literally only have 5 now. Okay, so that also gives what's up. Yeah, MGM. But that also gives Disney that much more of a commanding price. Okay, or commanding presence when it comes to, all right, who wants to go ahead and what avenue or what channel do the creative people want to go ahead and shop their new ideas and their new shows and their new movies to? All right, new IPs are probably going to be sitting in front of Disney first. Okay, and it's probably going to be up to their discretion that everybody else that's out there is going to have whatever scraps that they don't pick up. At this moment in time, though, with everything that they have in front of them, if they're planning on doing what I think they're planning on doing, I don't know if they're really going to be looking at creating any brand new IPs over the next 20 years. They're probably just going to be, they're probably just going to be leveraging, the existing IPs that they have right now and either bringing new versions of them out or introducing them into whatever connected cinematic universes that they have, But I am kind of worried that, that is another avenue that creative people may not have available to them, because guess what? One of the other big competitors just does not exist as his own entity anymore.
Are we worried about them being treated correctly if they continue with certain franchises? Do you think that Aliens or Predator will be treated right?
Here's the stupid thing about that, all right, is that guess what? The last Aliens movie was already PG-13. So being treated right under Fox, guess what? It was not happening. All right. The newest Predator movie that's coming out is rated PG-13. So being treated right under Fox, I don't know, how you can sit there and conceive what was happening there either. So I think probably the best thing that Disney can do is that if there are, the only existing, all the folks who are like, oh, they're going to change the X-Men. That's a good thing. They're going to change Deadpool. No, they're not. Deadpool makes fucking money. They're not going to touch that. Okay. All right. Oh, they're not going to go ahead and continue anything on with anything that was happening with Logan. The folks at Fox didn't know what they were going to do after that anyways.
Right.
So, I mean, So on that end, with a lot of the franchises that are there, you know, I mean, I'll be honest. Disney hasn't put out an R-rated movie in over 20 years, almost. All right.
Now there's something that we forgot. New Line Cinema is a part of that too, isn't it?
Part of Disney?
Well, it was a part of Warner Brothers, but they're not included in that.
No, that's Warner Brothers. It's not included in any of this. Yeah.
So,
No.
damn it, they missed Blade by that.
Yeah.
Much.
Well, I think no. Actually, I think Disney or Marvel already has the rights back for Blade. It expired, so it's already reverted back to them. All right, that's it. It reverted back to them at the same time that Daredevil and Punisher reverted back to them. Okay, so yeah, so Blade is theirs. Okay, and it's possible they can go ahead and do something about that.
I was going to say, do you think they will?
I don't know. If they do, though, I have a feeling that there's probably something that they'll put on. They'll put on a Netflix style show. All right,
they wouldn't have a choice.
Yeah, I think with Blade, he's probably a character that they can lever better in that format than they probably would on the full screen, unless they decide that they want to go ahead and do the R-rated thing. In which case, like I said, they haven't done that in over 20 years.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, couldn't he?
Yeah, what's up?
He could be a part of this Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It's still possible for that to happen. It is still possible for that to happen. All right. But, yeah, handling his particular IP in general, just in the way that it handles, it doesn't lend itself to PG-13 all that well. All right. Yeah, so if they do decide to go out and do something else with him, I'd probably picture that he'd end up on a Netflix-style show before he would on the big screen. So, yeah. Is there any concerns that you have about a Gray Mouse? Anything that you think really troubles you about it?
Mm-mm.
You're like, go fucking the mouse owns everything.
Well, so why don't you just delay the Infinity War until 2020 and then shoehorn a couple of more movies in there to tie into the story, like X-Men and the Fantastic Four, so they can be a part of it. No, they're not going to fucking do that. No, just before anybody just thinks about that, no, they're not going to fucking do that.
Not going to happen.
Now, for the second Avengers movie that's going to follow up, that could be, that's doable.
You know what?
Oh, let's do this right now. Okay, well, let's just take a few minutes right now, since we have all of this stuff here. Dream mashup property or movie that you think that can finally happen now. What do you want to see?
For me,
X-Men versus Avengers. X-Men versus Avengers.
That's a serious. I would like to see I'd like to see the real Civil War. I'm talking about the real Civil War, not the one that we saw, but where the X-Men get involved.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the X-Force?
Isn't Ghost Rider part of Marvel too?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna see Ghost Rider riding around the Haunted Mansion.
No, you know who will be perfect for that? Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said Ghost Rider around the Haunted
Man.
Bring back the Main Street Electrical Parade and put all these Marvel characters in there. God damn it. You taking out the Main Street Electrical Parade. Fuck you, Disneyland.
This is what I picture happening. All right. Well, like I said, a lot of this stuff everything's going to end up in Kingdom Hearts. Let me just say that right now. Everything's going to end up in Kingdom Hearts.
So wait, maybe that was the reason why for all the delays.
And they're going to delay it for another 7
this
fucking years, most likely.
Well,
All right.
they were trying to finalize this deal, so now Kingdom Hearts 3 will come out 8 years later.
Yeah. No, but it'll have a Simpsons land, and it'll have a Family Guy land. Well,
Family Guy land, Simpsons land.
Yeah,
Star
something
Wars.
like
Holy cow!
this.
It.
When Iron Mickey shows up, like I said,
Oh my God, Mickey Mouse in the Iron Man suit.
He said Iron Mickey.
although I don't think the ears would be aerodynamic.
No, I think Scrooge McDuck will fit Iron Man more. Yeah, got the money for it. Yeah, Scrooge McDuck in the Iron Man suit swimming in the money bin. Make that in the next DuckTales remastered.
The Iron Scrooge. Okay, all right.
The Iron Scrooge.
Or you could take it one step away in the War McDuck.
War McDuck. No, that's Donald.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, this one, I gotta say, it's. I think the one thing that one thing a lot of people are gonna have to prepare themselves, especially over the next few years. All right, is that a lot of the stuff that has been hosted on Hulu or Netflix that is either attached to Disney or Fox, especially over the last few years. Next year is going to be the last year that any of those are going to exist on those fucking services.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else is going to go on the Disney direct streaming service.
Yeah.
And that's just the truth. All right. Which means that those services are going to have to struggle mightily in order to get content to fill up those spaces.
I mean,
now the only thing Disney's got to do is snatch Spider-Man from Sony, and it'll be complete.
Well, let's see here. Hold on here.
Works already.
they already got Hulk from Universal.
Hold on here, because let's see here. Disney buys. Let's see here.
Disney buys.
Okay, they bought Lucasfilm, if I remember correctly, back in 2012, right?
And look what came about of that.
Okay, and then
We're skeptical about that at first, and look how that turned out.
Yeah, they bought Marvel back in 2009. So let's see here. That's 2009, 2012. That's 3 years. All right. So maybe in 3 years they'll buy up all of Sony.
Ooh.
The Disney
PlayStation.
The Disney station.
The Disney PlayStation.
Can you imagine
No.
Can you imagine a Marvel's Ghostbusters?
No. 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 Okay, I'm not even going to go into that.
Just say it. All right.
Hey, now, WB, step up. Your animation's fine, but live action? I mean,
Yeah.
You know what this means, right? Let me be grim here. I know we're excited, but you know what this
Go
means?
ahead.
Let me
Go
be
ahead.
morbid. I think that's a better word for it. This is telling me that a lot of motherfuckers are going to be dying in this movie.
oh, the Infinity War?
Because now they got enough characters to backfill that shit.
Contracts are ending with certain people, and now they can be bringing new characters in
Yep.
to take over the phases. Phase
Yep.
4, Phase 5, Phase 6.
So how many phases do they got now? Phase 10?
Well, they can do this to infinity and beyond. Wink, wink.
Yeah. No, literally, they can probably, based on all the IPs that they have now, they can probably
after
make it.
Thanos, Galactus, hello, you want to keep it on an up and up.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is.
God. Could you imagine Apocalypse?
Hmm.
I'm not talking about the DC side. I'm talking about.
Oh,
Huh?
Apocalypse, like the X-Men's
I know the
Apocalypse.
planet. I know.
That's why. Big ass Apocalypse. Oh my God, dude. Look. Yep.
The possibilities are pretty much endless on Marvel's side now. And like I say, this is not just for cartoons in the cinematic universe. This could go to video games as well.
Mm-hmm.
If they do that shit and if they do that right, fuck.
Yep. So we'll have a Street Fighter versus Capcom versus Disney.
No, Street Fighter and Capcom were the same thing. Disney versus Nintendo.
I'm calling this now. If they said that the X-Men were coming back to Marvel versus Capcom in the future, it's a fucking lock now. Yeah, Wolverine's going to show up as a downloadable character.
Wait a minute.
Soon.
I'm thinking that they're going to do that at E3 because there's already downloadable content for Infinite. I think at this E3, the X-Men or mutants or whatever are going to jump
Mutants
in.
and Fantastic Four. They're all going to show up.
You can just call them X-Men now. You don't have to use this.
No, they're still mutants.
They are, but you don't have to use that
they're still X'd out until they appear in this fucking game.
They can still have the axe.
Yeah, they could, but again, downloadable content now. Announce that shit at E3. If they have a trailer at E3 with all the motherfuckers jumping in, it's over.
So I guess Deadpool was right at the end of his movie, man. Cable's the next guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah.
So are they going to do the time travel thing for this cinematic universe and go back 10 times so it can be done over again?
No.
X-Men in it. They've done it before. They're going to go back in time again and then
they don't need to
Iron Man and all that shit and put all these mutants up in there this time.
They don't need to. They don't need to.
Well, they need to reboot.
And Disney and Mickey will make his Fantasmic appearance.
You can't mess with that mouse, man. I'm just saying. When Mickey stand up on a rock and make fireworks come flying out of the place and with a wand or wave of a wand.
No, I mean, this time he literally went ahead and he waved his wand and stacks of money fucking appeared.
Pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what happened, I mean, but again, their deal finished up. The only thing that's going to be blocking them now is just a move from the FTC or Justice Department or any of the other, like I said, ABC, Alphabet Soup, antitrust organizations out there. That's the only thing that can borrow from this. Here's the one thing that is ingenious about this particular deal. All right, let's say the FTC goes ahead and they say, okay, we're not going to allow you to sit there and gobble up, Fox Studios and everything else. Disney could still sit there and say, all right, fine, we'll just change the deal. We'll still give them $52.4 billion. We just want their back library and their IPs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is not total control. This is not a total annihilation of a company merging.
Yeah.
There's still things that they haven't touched or they didn't want to touch. So as far as a disapproval, I don't see that happening.
I don't see that happening either. It's simply because Disney didn't go for the throat of Fox.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't go in.
Now, if Disney said, no, I want every motherfucking thing. I want your fucking Fox News. I want your fucking Fox Sports. I want all your backlog. Then people will be like, whoa, no.
That wouldn't have been feasible.
Wow.
But
and I think that's the reason why they went ahead. Their deal was very specific. It's like, we want you, Fox, but not all of you. Just
But that was the thing. This had to be negotiated for months. Let's think about this. For all the paperwork, all the lawyers, all the legal fees, all the legal stuff that probably took place, this probably was just, and they are very specific here. They're like, okay, this. No, we're going to leave this alone. This,
Well,
no, we're not touching that.
It's kind of evident in the movies that we were watching, you know, because people started thinking about, like, wait a minute, why is this particular person here? Why is this particular story going this way? So, I mean, there was evidence where it was like right in her face, but it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the initial rumors popped up like almost actually at the end of October, beginning of November. So, and that was like the initial rumors when things actually started leaking out to folks in the in the media.
But no, I thought that happened like a year ago, a while back.
No,
Not just
no.
I thought there were some whispers and stuff about it.
No. I mean, what happened a year ago around this time was the Sony hacks, and all of their movie shit was leaked out. Okay.
I know that. I mean, but
and that's why
rumors after they watched Ghostbusters, that's why the hack stopped.
Yeah, the rumors of this, you know,
they their ass.
Yeah, the rumors of this came out, you know, about a few months ago. But the whole thing about that, though, is that, look, somebody obviously wanted to get like outside investors and the public interested in this, because otherwise nobody would have heard anything about it. Especially when it comes to a lot of these closed door deals. So, yeah. Well, I mean, this is really interesting.
Hopefully, Disney will start putting their old school cartoons on their channels and stuff now, man.
Yeah. Well, especially the one where it has Goofy, who's the road raging, chain smoking alcoholic, you know, single dad, right? And Donald Duck, the Nazi. Yeah, yep. We want to see those, you know.
I can't wait to pick Captain Jack Sparrow against the Capcom characters when that comes out.
Wow.
Yeah. You'll be able to find him right next to Uncle Remus from Song of the South.
Damn.
Before we get any worse than that, folks, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap this particular one up. Yes, we can. All right. Yeah.
Mary Poppins in a fighting game.
No, like I said, we get worse than that. All right. But before we do that, let's go ahead and bring this one up. We're going to close this one out. What do you guys who are watching this particular video, if you've heard the news and you know about the whole Disney Fox purchase and everything else, what are your thoughts on it? You can go ahead and let us know your thoughts. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is this something that you really don't care about? It's not going to affect your life at all? You can let us know by leaving us a comment below. All right. While you're at it, if you've liked this video, go ahead and mash on that like button. We highly appreciate that. And if you really like what we're doing here and you want to stay abreast of any of the new videos that we put out here on, you know, with all of us middle-aged guys or on our individual channels, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and you will know whenever we drop a new video. With that, we are the middle-aged guys, and all of our bullshit about the just finished Disney purchase of Fox to the tune of $52.4 billion ends right here. I'm the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
All forms of entertainment has a right to exist even if you don't like it. I'm not sure how I would feel about Mary Poppins in the freaking fighting game. Credits.
What would the dialogue between Mary Poppins and Uncle Remus sound like? I don't think I'm expecting anything out of Driving Miss Daisy. What about you?
I was thinking the same thing. Come on now, Miss Poppins.